Hitching into town with Alex.
Into town.
It's gonna be a long wait. You just got picked up just after I said it would take ages. Thank you. Getting that lovely full restock and repackage at Walmart. Just waiting for Alex at Walmart. The Woman King. Gee, if only there was a word to describe someone like that. Back at Winding Stair Gap, we were really worried about hitching out of here. Alex, how long did it take to get a hitch?
I think that it was pretty easy. It was like amazing. It was pretty. I'm pretty happy right now. It's like it was a pretty successful day.
So am I. We waited for like a minute. Not the best campsite on the planet, not the worst. Well, weather for the next few days is looking pretty good, which is great news because the mountains are only getting taller. You know, I think I'm probably one of the youngest people I've seen on trail. Apart from kids with their parents, I guess. We'll see how it goes, but Alex and I have hatched a plan to get to the solar eclipse on Clingman's Dome, the highest point of the entire trail. So Siler's Bald is meant to have some of the best views on the Southern Appalachian Trail, but I'm already having some pretty classic Appalachian views as it is, so I'm not sure I'm going to go to the top. So I've just done the maths, and a couple of days ago I just got a third of the way to my New Year's resolution of hitting 10,000 kilometers in 1 year, which is pretty cool. Only twice that to go. Another long distance trek. I was thinking about doing this one before, but I'm pretty happy with the AT. Way up Bald, everyone. Yeah, it's really hazy, but it's alright. Nice smooth trails. Pretty easy day, no real complaints. I had to leave behind Alex because he's a bit more keen about night hiking than I am. He's actually had someone call him Night Walker. I swear, so many of the people on the Appalachian Trail are morning people. Everyone's already packed up and left with the last 2 tents remaining. And I think I just saw a hiker coming in now at 11. Couple of clouds which I'm currently inside, but they should fade away a bit as I descend out of these clouds. Tellico Gap, everyone. You know, white is honestly a terrible blaze color. For instance, if you look at these trees, a lot of them have white blotches from moss, or some of them just have natural white bark. So the white doesn't really do too well with that, and it doesn't really do too well with snow either. So I sort of feel like the AT uses white blazes not because they're obvious, but because the trail is already so obvious that you don't really need any bright colored red or orange blazes to mark it. You can just follow the track. Have a look at that, Tellico Bald. Nice big flat spot on top of this thing with this platform. We know what it's time for. Look at this. As I said, the Appalachian Trail loves ridgetops. Look at those spiky Dr. Seuss ranges. The Appalachians are really showing off how Sisyphean they can be. I'm heading down that range, and then following morning we're heading straight up the big one you see on the horizon. Big fat range, and then there's the Smoky Mountains behind it, which you cannot see right now too well because it's kind of living up to its namesake of the Smoky Mountains. But those are the highest mountains we'll get to on the entire trip. That right there is Rover. You wouldn't have remembered him, but I talked about him in the very first vlog I made for this trip. He was my first trail angel in the Florida Keys, and now he's hiking a section of the AT. How crazy is that? This one spot on the trail is weirdly green. I sort of feel like I've walked into spring. You know, I didn't think the elevation was having really any effect on the weather or the heat, but I'm pretty sure now. I just thought that because I've been very gradually ramping up elevation to like 500, then 1,000, then 1,500. But now I'm back to 500. This is the lowest point of the Appalachian Trail so far, and it is really, really hot. It's like I'm actually sweating going downhill in the t-shirt, so I think that it's actually gotten colder just due to the altitude and the high hills. This is tonight's campsite and shelter. Spring really has come to this place, just not to the high hills.